What's up, guys? It's your boy, the Badwolf, the Man in Black. Woo! Getting at ya. Mad Wiley style. Alright, so this particular video is going to be about Judge Dale. Who is Judge Dale and what is the what of the what's? So Judge Dale is a retired judge. Now, I will be the first person to say because, well, I just read the manual that Judge Dale put out. Now, I read the manual, shoot, I don't even know, 10 years, 15, maybe 20, something like that. I don't know. Years ago initially. Learned some of it, used some of it, and then just kind of went on. Then I found out Judge Dale put out another, set of, files. I know I've talked about Judge Dale and a couple other things. Never knew anything about Judge Dale. Heard, that, this, that, and the other, so I decided to do my own research. Well, upon my research, I was able to find out, not that it truly matters, that Judge Dale is a woman. Okay? And she's real. And she is the one who put out all this information. Well, not all of it, but a lot of it that has been used by me and certain other people, and definitely some of those gurus and whatnots out there. But nonetheless, so apparently Judge Dale at one point in time, after looking at all the corruption and all the other stuff going on around, decided to help us, the American people, out. Now, I won't mention any of the names, but one of my viewers, their aunt is a federal judge and has indicated that the information I am talking about is, in fact, true. Imagine that. And also, which I was surprised to hear, that the quantum syntax grammar is, in fact, also a legitimate thing. That was a surprise to me. Now, I always thought there was some merit behind it, but I didn't know that, it's actually a real thing. Now, of course, they're not going to necessarily want to come out and talk about it. This is all private communications. So, but, yeah. So, let's get back to it. So, Judge Dale issued this manual some time ago and kind of broke down a lot of these different processes that people today use and talk about. Now, I have 2 copies of Judge Dale's writings. All right. And I'm going to say thank you in advance to Judge Dale for breaking down this particular processes, certain things, information you've shared. I also want to thank you in advance for not charging for the books and putting them out there for the people to learn and read. So that in itself is amazing. So thank you for that. I'm also going to share this information, so thank you for allowing me to do that. So for people who want a copy of Judge Dale's wonderful materials, you can go to blacksite32.com, go to the free files page. When you're done with that, look around. Plenty of discounts, offers, things to buy, things to look at, things to get discounts on, etc. But anyway, and also, before we go any further, I will ask you to make sure you hit that bell, like, subscribe. Yeah, I know everybody does it. But we're still close to 50,000 people. Just get me over that hump. I told you, I'm not going to stop bothering you until you do it. Ladies, you are only rocking at about 32%. Why? Why? The men are like, yep, supporting my brother. So what, you can't support your brother? I'm a brother. We're all brothers, aren't we, sisters? So support the family. Let's get the algorithms up. Hit that bell, like, the subscribe, the thumbs up. Doesn't mean much to you, and I can't say I can see all of you. But thank you in advance for hitting that like, because it does help, especially against the AIs out there and the trolls. So thank you. Just one of those negative, sad face, sends the whole thing down tremendously. When there's like hundreds, they'll say like, and then there's like 5 that go, no, I didn't like that. Well, why are you watching the video if you're not going to like the information that I'm giving you that's accurate and informative and in full? I don't get it. So that tells me there's trolls out there and AIs offering crap and disinformation. So anyway, I digress. hit the bell, like, and subscribe. All right. So this particular document of Judge Dale's is titled back in 2013. So yes, it has been some time since this one was put out. The other one, let me see, 2012. Okay, so they are a little old. So some of the information might have possibly or potentially changed. Now, as I'm reading this, Judge Dale says that she put out 5 of these. I've only been able to find 2 of them floating around. There's probably some more out there. As always, guys, vet your information. I'm not saying take my information nor her information as absolute this, that, or the other. But get it, learn it, and vet the information for yourself. And I don't care if you talk to any of these so-called gurus out here. I'm the great shaman, look at me. Vet the information for yourself, because some people are out here for just clicks. Some people are out here for actual change. Some people are out here for different means. So remember, at the end of the day, you have to be able to stand on what you are talking about. I've started learning this stuff when I was 9 years old. I've been putting it into practice for over 20 years and have an IQ of almost 160. So I kind of know what I'm doing. I've been very successful. I've been nothing but having positive interactions with the various heads of state. And so you too must learn to operate your trust, your nation, your family, your tribe, your clan honorably and without being a belligerent or combatant. So once again here, non-belligerent, non-combatant, treaty of the United States. Let's get back to the entertainment, shall we? So I'm not going to read through everything in here because it would take forever. Well, not really forever. But in the first chapter, Judge Dale talks about the corruption and everything else that has gone on. It talks about, unless you're a member of the Vatican, the royal or elite, or have purchased diplomatic immunity, you're not going to be treated the same. Why? Because the average masses are out there sheep, wolf, and we'll just say that the system are for the I don't know, 3 little pigs. All right. So, according to Judge Dale, courts. The only constitutional court in America is the International Court of Trades, which was created because no foreign nation government would trade with the corporate United States until they provided a way for these foreign nations to enforce their trade agreements in America. All right, so breaks down some history. Okay. Then next, hold on one second. Okay, there we go. Sorry, just trying to get things lined up here. I've got lots of windows open. So the next thing, for all of you people out there who ask me about the QSIP numbers and whatever else, Judge Dale gives you the information on the QSIP numbers. So I did hear that there was a law student out there who knows about the QSIP numbers because they learn about the securities, investments, whatever else that has information on the back half about that. So if you ever want to contact me in private, let me know what's all really going on. I would like to know, and we can keep that either private, public, or public-private. Feel free to reach out. As always, if anybody has good information, let me know. We can share some stuff. Okay? Other than stuff that's considered to be up here and not to be mentioned or talked about. That's a no-no. So, no. All right, but anything less than that, even just under that, feel free to reach out. I wouldn't mind hearing. And, of course, I'll keep you confidential if that's what you would like. So here, Judge Dale talks about the QSIP number and the Sesta K Trust. Then she jumps into criminal law. So she goes, there are no criminal laws in America because criminal laws would imply that the corporate United States government are sovereign and that they have absolute power over all living flesh, blood Americans, which of course is not true because a corporation is a fiction and therefore cannot be sovereign because a corporation has to be made corporation is to animate a dead body or an entity, creating a body form, and man has to do that. So the fake thing cannot have more power than the real living thing. So man is sovereign, though you guys know I don't really care for that word, but you understand, and is in control of his own destiny. If you guys see anybody out there using any of my materials, using the S word against me specifically, report their video, report their channel. Thank you in advance. Lovely, beautiful Americans who are not treasonous like those trolls out there. Okay, and certain other low-level operators and agents. No offense, just facts. All right. So from there, you start talking about the birth name, which is the legal name, which we already know about. Some more about trusts. Talks about citations. Okay, the citation process can be handled much easier through the mail. When a police officer issues a citation, he is actually requesting you to contract with him. Now, here's where me and Dale will, it's true, but we'll slightly disagree. We're going to agree to disagree partially. So what Dale is trying to say is that, yes, it's true that they're contracting because anytime they're asking you to do something, they're asking for your permission, asking you to sign, which is fraud because you are actually signing on behalf of the corporation, which you didn't know that's what it was going on. But here's where that person who's doing this is also wrong. Because you agreed, though somewhat fraudulently, we'll just say, in getting the driver's license. Well, that was an agreement to be a part of their court system, to be a part of their DMV service. The Supreme Court says that they will not protect or back you if you are willingly participating in their things and then you want help from that. Can't do that. You can't take the corporation's benefits and privileges and then run to them for help. It's like going by the creepy uncle's house because he's got candy or whatever else and then get mad when he, wants a little extra. So you can't do that. Either you're over there or over here. Now, for those people out there who've used, the right to travel process, which, we brought you with Colonel Von Wilson and the do not detain passport. We put those together like a sandwich and brought that to you guys. When you're doing that, what you're doing is you're mixing jurisdictions. The cop has the ability to, most of the ones during the daytime are cool. They know what's going on. They don't want to be sued. They don't want any of that problems. They don't want to lose their house, blah, 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 because you will lose your state immunity if you knowingly know that this person is a national and a guest of the United States and a protected individual. And they have not broken a lawful act or done anything criminal. But if you, the ones at night, the Billy Bad Butt ones, who don't know constitutional law and haven't been sued yet, those are the ones usually who you're going to have problems with. Okay, I've already verified by numerous cops who are my family, friends, blah, 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 Mason brothers, etc., cops, blah, blah, blah. Okay? So when you mix it, now they have to figure out if they want the bother or not. Some will overstep. This goes for sheriffs too, because you are supposed to be the ones who are operating under the Constitution for the United States of America and protecting us. And some of you guys have gone all Hollywood and commercial and deny the people their rights. You can do that for a 14th Amendment U.S. citizen, but not for somebody who claims to be a national or a foreign national. The moment any one of us have proof with a a passport instead of a driver's license, an affidavit, notarized and apostilled or apostilled, and show you paperwork, okay? And key things behind that. Have a private plate. The vehicle's in a trust. Not that even the officer has the right to even ask or request these things from you unless he sees your vehicle with their plates, your driver's license, registration, and you inform him that you're a 14th Amendment U.S. citizen, not a national. You're operating in your vehicle, okay, publicly. Unless you are committing a crime or in the act of a crime or the officer has the reason to believe you are in the act of a crime. Speeding a little bit and running lights, the Supreme Court already ruled, are not unlawful things. They are lawful. But That does not mean that you can just I mean, everybody already speeds a little bit anyway. So, but if you're out there speeding and you are endangering public safety, swerving, he can approach you, but even a person can do a citizen's arrest. A national who has more power can do a national arrest on them as well. So if you're a problem and you're one of these people out here, one of these Goombas who use the information and want to do jazzy stuff and make their lives harder, then you are the problem. This is why they don't want you to have the information. They don't mind me because I'm not doing anything. And the ones who overstep and bother because they think, oh, a person of color in a nice car, and I'm going to do this, and I can do whatever else. Well, that's why all that stuff gets dropped, and then you guys get lawsuits. So let's not. All right. So the problem is there's a lot of gray area because most of the low-level functionaries, cops, whoever else, magistrates don't know this constitutional information, and you got some people out there who are 14th Amendment U.S. citizens who haven't made the jump over that hurdle, and they want to stagger step in both jurisdictions. Well, you guys. You ignorant cops and you ignorant national or citizens who haven't made the jump. You guys are the problems. Not the good cops, not the nationals. There, I said it. So, all right. So in here, Judge Dales talks about instructions on how to deal with the courts, lawsuits, summonses, divorce, a little bit on foreclosure, okay, about fiat money, okay, all right, goes into the UCC. All right, so what you're going to want to do, somebody messaging me on my day off while I'm trying to record a couple of videos. Okay, so that is the one file. Let me see. Now I'm going to look at the secondary one. Basically, it looks about the same. I think a little bit more detail from between the one and the other. Yeah, it looks almost identical. Blah, 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 blah. Slightly different information towards the end. Once again, one of the only main other differences is that she does utilize the word sovereign in there, which technically, which is actually true. We all are sovereigns, but we are not sovereign citizens. So that is defamation of character, and that is a suable offense. So if I catch, or any of you people out there catch any other channels using that against me or my information, report them for that and their channel. Okay. All right. So, very clever. All right. So yeah. So all of those files will be available on blacksite32.com. You guys can go and get that information. It is worth a good read. Now remember, like I was saying before, the only difference is that you want to make sure that you vet your information. Don't come crying to me if you use even those files or somebody else from another channel or whatever else, or you made your own stuff and you don't have certain successes. Nobody's processes or files are always going to have 100% success, because 100% of the people out there are not always going to act 100% according to their oaths of office. Most of them have 2 oaths of office. One secret public and one secret private, or one public and one secret private. Okay? So they might overstep you. You might have to go above them to get certain things done. Some of the information may have changed, but these files are going to be good for you to get a understanding of history and of a little bit of history, knowing what's going on in the back half Well, not really the back half, but the medium back half, we'll just say. And how to move forward. So like I said, once again, great work, great information. Thank you, Judge Dale, and all those people associated, and all those people who have volunteered to send me files that have worked. You can also do that as well. Please make sure that anything, I will not open up anything that are EXEs or websites unless they go direct link to a actual one. And even then I try to avoid that just to make sure nothing has like any weird viruses or any BS. So that's it. Check out the Judge Dale manuals, PDFs, and learn a little bit more of the process. Like I said, I've read them. I've used all of them. Well, no, hold on. Let me say not all of them. There are a couple processes that I have not done in there, so I cannot vouch for all of them. But I can say that I have vetted a good chunk of the information. A lot of information you're going to find I've actually already covered over the years in various videos, just because, well, that's how life works. So there you have it. All right, guys, thank you very much. Continue to support the Badwolf. Don't forget to hit that bell, like, subscribe on the way out. I will talk to you guys. Enjoy the day, your lives, the weather, and each other. Peace.